Hello everybody and welcome to my new YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do my April TBR, but first I wanted to kind of introduce myself and let you know like how the channel is gonna work. So my name is Mar Valgado. I'm from Barcelona, Spain, and I decided to do a booktube channel because I've been watching a lot of booktube videos recently and I liked it all, and I've been playing with the idea of doing like a blog or a channel, a YouTube channel for a while, and then I thought, why not, let's do a book one, a book related one. So yeah, as you're going to see in my channel, there's always going to be two videos that are the same, and that's because as I said, I'm from Spain, I'm Spanish, so I'm gonna be doing my videos in Spanish and in English. Why? Because, well, my first language is Spanish, so there you go. I wanted to do videos talking in Spanish. Sorry about that. And then also I also wanted to do it, and I also wanted to do them in English because it's the language that I love. I've been studying it since I was 2 years old. I studied English as a career for 2 years before I changed to linguistics, but I'm still doing it in English. So yeah, it's a big part of my life and I love it, and yeah, that's the reason why I decided to do videos in Spanish and in English. And well, as I said, I'm new here. It's my, actually I was going to say it's my first booktube video, but it's my first video ever, so please be nice. Well, I decided I wanted to start with a bang and see if I can actually finish this readathon. So this readathon is hosted by Book Roast. I'll link everything in the box down below, in the description box. I'll leave her page and her video where she explains everything about this readathon. But basically it's a magical readathon, it's a Harry Potter inspired readathon, and it's an OWLs readathon. So she created this booklet with all the careers in the magical world. It's amazing. She did a really good job. Like, I fell in love with it. And there it lists, like, it explains you the career, and it says all the owls you need to be able to pursue that career. And then you have another document where you have all the subjects and all the topics. It's this one right here. You have all the subjects here and all the topics here. It's all written down because that's the books I want to read. And well, she did an amazing job with it. Like, seriously, go check it out, because even if you're not participating in the readathon, please go check it out, because it's amazing, all the work she put into it. And everything is done by her. It's not like copied from somewhere else. It's all hers. It's incredible. And so I decided to go with a Cursebreaker career, and for that I need 6 owls, and the subjects are Ancient Runes, Artimacy, Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Potions, and Transfigurations. So those are the 6 main books I want to read, the ones I want to get to, and then the other 6 that there are, I'll try and get to them, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but I chose books anyway for that. So for Ancient Runes, the theme was retelling, and I decided to go for Eligible by Curtis Sittenfeld. I've, like, in the other video I've said it wrong like 8 times, and right now here again. I don't know even how to read, you know? So Curtis Sittenfeld, and it's a retelling about Pride and Prejudice. So it's basically the same story but set in the modern world. I was actually going to read Throne of Glass by, I don't remember, Sarah H. I don't know what. I don't remember, sorry. I'm very dory, like my memory is zero, like seriously, I don't have any memory. So yeah, I always forget like the name of the books I read and the author and the plot. I sometimes even forget the plot, so yeah. No news here. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Throne of Glass. So I was going to read that one because when I looked for retelling stories, it came up and it said it was like a Cinderella retelling, but then I saw an interview of the author where she said it was not a retelling, but it was kind of inspired by Cinderella. So I wasn't sure if it was a retelling or not, so I just decided to change. And then I found this when I was like, whoa, Pride and Prejudice, I'm going for that one for sure. So yeah, that's my Ancient Runes book. Then I have Artemisy, which is written by more than one author, and I've been having a lot of trouble to find a book for this one. Because I couldn't find any book that spoke to me with two authors. So I just went around the house looking at most of the books we have. And when I got to my little brother's bookcase, I found this. It has two authors and it's a manga, which means it'll be very easy and very quick to read. And this is Sword Art Online Ink Art Volume 1, and it's by Reiki Kawahara and Tamako Nakamura. And yeah, that's what I chose for this one. Then we have Charms, which is H-Line read another work, and for that I'm gonna go with Outlander, and I'm gonna also be listening to the audiobook for this one. And I chose Outlander because I've been meaning to read it since I started watching the TV show, but I never got to it, so there you go. Then we have Defense Against the Dark Arts, and that's a title that starts with an R. And for that I will be also listening to the audiobook for Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I was going to buy the book, but then I started like looking into reviews and everything, and there were very mixed reviews, so I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, and I decided that because it's in my subscription audiobook thing, then I was going to listen to it, and then if I like it, I may buy the book or not, I'll see. Then for the Cursebreaker Career, we have the Potions, which is a sequel, but I'm gonna go to that one later because I'm actually reading the first book in Transfigurations, which is the next and final OWL that I need for Cursebreaker Career. So Transfiguration is a Spirit Ages or Red cover, and for that I'm gonna be reading Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I've actually already read it, but as I said, my memory is very, very bad, and I don't really remember what goes on. I just remember that it's like a society that has like levels, and each level has a color, and the lowest one is the red, obviously. And we're following this guy who's like infiltrating the upper levels, the upper colors. And it's kind of like a Hunger Games also, because if I remember correctly, they like the upper circus throw the children into a school where they have to like kill each other. I don't remember if they actually have to kill each other or if they just like have to fight. But I remember when I read it that I was like really excited about it, and I really like it. So I wanted to read the sequel, but I didn't have them, and then I kind of forgot about it. I actually bought the books in a Sant Jordi like 2 years ago. Sant Jordi, for those who don't know, is a Spanish, most particularly a Catalan celebration, where the 23rd of April, in like traditionally girls give books to boys and boys give a rose to girls, like couples and stuff like that. And basically they have like in the streets they put all these books and flower stands, like roses stands, and they're kind of cheaper, not that cheaper, but kind of. It's tradition to buy books and roses, basically. So I bought all the books in this series, and then I forgot about them. I had them in my bookshelf without reading them, so I decided it was a good time to get them out and read them again. So going back to Potions, that it's the last requirement I need for my OWLs, and it's a sequel. So which sequel is gonna be? You guessed. Golden Sun by Pierce Brown is the second book in the Red Rising series, and I'm very excited to actually get to it, because like I said, I remember finishing Red Rising going like, oh, I want to know what's going on. So yeah, there you go. And those are the 6 priorities I have for the month of April. Those are the ones I want to finish, because they are the ones I need for my Cruisebreaker career. But as I said, if I can get to more books, then that'll be perfect, and I have my list, so I know what I have to read, and I don't have to spend time thinking about it. Then the rest of the classes I have there are. The first one is astronomy, which is the topic is a story in the title, and because I was reading the first book and the second book in the Red Rising series, I was like, why not read the third one too? So yeah, Morning Star, it's the third one, and yeah, why not? I'll see if I can get to it. I'm really excited. Then we have Care of Magical Creatures, and for that you needed a land animal on the cover, and for that I'm gonna go with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, but it's the French version, and it has the deer here. So yeah, that's a land animal, and I'm reading them in French because I've read it in Spanish and in English also. I mostly read them in English, but I'm studying French at school, like at university. Apart from English, I do is French, and my dad and his wife gifted them to me like a year ago, 2 years ago, for my birthday. So I have all the Harry Potter books in French now. Also, God, why is that? There was a page like that. Oh my gosh, what happened there? That's a mistake from the print. You see that? All there. Yeah, so I actually already read the first and the second one, so I have the third one here. So that's the one. Then we have Divination, which is a book set in the future, and for that I'm gonna be reading Legend by Marie Lu. I actually have the second and the third book here at home, but yeah, it was an excuse actually to buy the book. And I don't remember what it was about. I already told you, my memory is kind of lacking. So then we have Herbology, that it's a plant on the cover, and for that I'm gonna be reading Wild Beauty by Anne-Marie McLemore. I don't know, I think that's an R, so McLemore, but I'm not sure. And I actually don't know what this book is about, like, at all. I haven't even read the synopsis. I just got it in a book box. I think it was in old crate, but I don't remember. And well, yeah, plants, there's lots of plants here, so yeah, why not get to it. Then we have History of Magic, which is a book published at least 10 years ago, and for that I'm gonna go with another Harry Potter book, and that's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This one in English, it's been read a lot, and yeah, I've already started it. It's kind of chilling, but it's really big, and it's not one of my priority books, so yeah, I went ahead and started. And finally we have Michael Studies, which is a contemporary novel, and for that I'm gonna be reading To All the Boys I've Loved Before, by Jenny Han. And I really liked the movie, so I wanted to pick up the book. I actually didn't know it was a book before I watched the movie, because if I had known, I would have read it first, because I like reading the books before they become a movie. That's why I'm also trying to get my hands on what's it called, because I think I'm gonna go with the audiobook, because I cannot find it here in Spain. Like, I'm sure I could find it, but I'm not finding it. And like when I go to the stores, it's not there. And it's Shadow and Bone, because I know it's gonna be, going to be a Netflix show going on soon. So yeah, I'm excited for that, reading that. So yeah, that's all the books I want to get to in April. And that's it. I hope you liked my first video. If you like it, subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe again and just ignore my videos. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.